next. But the first ship we're going to play is from bastelgollum, who is the Starcraft 2 ship creator. So this ship is called the Broodlord. So let's see what the Broodlord looks like. Oh man, this is the unit in Starcraft 2 that flies around shooting out little broodlings, I think they're called, and just spawns more and more things. So it looks like we have. So in FTL, the Broodlord is a drone ship. That's pretty cool. Let's see what this description looks like. Carrier Type A, the Broodlord, a giant flying monster that attacks with Zerg drones. Mantis equals Roach, Slug equals Zerglings. Okay. What's up, Card Out? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're all having a good day. I had a pretty good weekend. I did play some Diablo 4 beta over the weekend, so I'll probably talk about that. I don't know if anybody in chat's played any of the Diablo 4 beta. So we start off with 1 Mantis, 2 Slugs. What do you say? The Mantis are the Roaches, the Slugs are the Zerglings. Okay. We have level 5 drone control, 2 combat drones, and a boarding drone with a drone recovery arm. Quite interesting. This is a cool little build. Heal Bay, a single boarding drone is an interesting addition. I'm not sure I'll make use of that. But do we have Gibbs? Follow the rebellion? It's just a bunch of red squiggles. Hey, but hey, it cut in half, so there you go. That is the blood of the Broodlord, I guess. All right. Well, this ship's looking good. It's got some exclamation points. I'm pretty sure that's because they're missing manning stations or missing the floor images. So, a very slight issue, but not too bad. So I don't have any weapons to start. Guess you have to be on shields to man. Excuse me, anything. No dodges, so regular FTL. That's right. So we have a 5-slot drone control room. All right. Well, let's go and see how well this. We do have drone recovery arm. Only 6 drone parts. I'm a little worried about the drone parts. All right, that basically breaks even right there. Let's see here. I'm interested in this double combat drone build. So, attack before you can attack. Peaceful NG way. Okay. If we let the ion through, as long as it doesn't hit our shields, we shouldn't take damage. I will say I don't love builds like this because it's offense I can't aim, but it is quite interesting. So we probably need to go with an ion build. We would. This is like, even though it looks like a Zerg ship, this is kind of like a. It's more like a. Oh god. More like an NG ship. Well, yeah. See, and this is why I don't like only offensive drones. They never hit a useful system, so they just got to run away. Well, that's annoying. Oh, I just noticed we have a red shield. I guess that's like a Zerg blood shield? I don't know. Hey, Julian Verse, get his will. Okay, you want to be the pilot. Okay. So that would be this slug. Tai Yi is an Inen. Whoops. No, not dismiss. Okay, there we go. Well, first ship runs away. Not a great start for this ship. Okay. We do have a lot of stuff to sell. I don't know if I want to get this boarding drone on immediately or online immediately or not. Double combat 1 drones is not very good. You might think, oh well, that's super strong, but it's all unaimable offense. Okay, alright, we don't care about our weapons at least. They have not hit a single time in the shields or the weapons, man. Okay, oh, value point. Okay, we hit his weapons once. Okay, that's good. And we've taken 9 damage so far. No, I need more scrap. He's resisting all of our shots, man. There we go. Mantis repair party. Alright, well, those weapons are down at least. And I hate not being able to aim my offense. That's so annoying. One of these days you ask for Aiden to be the sensor guy. I wonder how that will go. Alright, so do I want an early store? Basically the only thing we could sell is boarding drone. I should probably get second shield. As much as I want to get something like, I don't know, a weapon. But let's go for the shield value first. It is such an interesting build. If we get strong enough, I could maybe use some boarding drones to get crew kills. However, we don't recover boarding drones that we send out, so that could be an issue. And this, I'm realizing I should have gone this way and up. 5. So I need to be here in 7. Alright, let's go this way. We are still just looking for a store. Probably just to immediately sell the boarding drone. I'm not sure what the idea behind the boarding drone was, except for it's like a brood drone, I guess. Okay. Weapon hack is fine. Because it's a brood mother wants to send out little boarding things. Okay, well, normally I'd be really frustrated about you hitting my weapons, but my weapons do literally nothing, so it's fine. It's fine. I need to vent all this, and I also need to vent my drone controller in case that ever sets on fire. Okay. Where are my doors? My doors are up here. Let's lock them down. You keep being taken by surprise that I'm streaming an hour early before you remember US already had daylight savings. Yep. Yep, that's right. So I'd apologize, but I have literally no control over that, so I probably shouldn't apologize for something I don't have any control over. The ship does start with extra health, so that's nice. We're at 10 more scrap to get our second shield. There's our store. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's see, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We'll be there in 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How are you doing, Hecateris? Alright, reject their offer, substitute my own. Well, at least they haven't shot down any of my drones yet. That probably means they're about to, since I just said that. Okay, so laser hits. We left the ion through. Hit my weapons. Alright. For once, I'm glad they're hitting my weapons. Okay, they are just dodging just enough. Okay, as long as they don't hit my drones or my shields, we're good. Okay, now we're good. Okay, that gives us enough. Nice, they're shields. We have a store coming up though, so what could I do at a store that would be really good? A combat 2 or a defense drone, probably. So I'm gonna do one more jump without getting my shields, so I can just have some scrap for the store. And I jumped before my. Well, this is our. Let's do this. There. Boarding drone. See what this does. This is not going to do anything. Yeah, I can't stop him getting out, so I just lose a jump. I'm now diving, aren't I? Okay, alright, well at least it wasn't a warning of our passing, okay. Alright. Alright, good. Oh man, do I even want to go to the store? Jeez. What's up, Arbuginos? You're a bit late. You forgot about the time difference. You're not the only one. A third combat drone. Honestly, that might actually be the play right there. Yeah, let's go all in on this. No ion weapons or anything. Let's go all in. All in on the combat drone thing, so I need 60 scrap to be able to use that. So we're gonna get second shield and then work on third combat drone. What's up, Naps? How are you doing? What's up? We're playing a we're playing a brood lord, who has a bunch of combat drones. That's what's up. All right, if you could not dodge every other shot, that'd be great. All right, how about I dodge every shot? Oh, this build is so bad. I'm sure new players would go, man, this is an awesome build. Just let the drones do all the work. Yeah, let the drones get dodged all the time and never hit a system that's actually useful. We have a freaking Mantis repair party going around, too. We need a third combat drone for this not to be absolute trash. Can we hit the weapons a single time? Alright, the final shot hit the weapons. Okay, that is enough to get our shield up, so next we can get this drone up, which is what we need to do. What are the yellow warnings? Missing textures? No, they're missing internal, what are they called? Room images, I think it's called. Missing room images. So, like, the manning station is missing from the shield room, and there's none of the internal greebles, or, you know, usually inside rooms you see, like, a little medical unit, or little engine pods and stuff. I started with 2 combat drones and a boarding drone. That's what it started with. It's not really a bad ship, it's just that combat drones by themselves are not great offense, so... And I got second shield. It doesn't really matter because they just all have missiles. Alright. Alright, this guy at least doesn't have shield value point. We hit his weapons, but... What a painful shit this is early. This is just... Drone offense is not as good as people think. Oh, that's an amazing... That's an amazing reward. That actually... Heavy ion. Worst weapon in the game. However, if we're going to do a full drone build, stacking ions is actually my preference, so... It's actually an amazing pickup right there. Now the question is, do I want to get that online before I get third combat drone? And I probably do, because having an ion on their shields will help this build out a shiznilly ton. Shiznidly ton, I tell you. I'm gonna need power for it, so let's just get it online. Player drones are scared of hitting weapons. Yeah, they're allergic to being useful on the systems that they target. War crimes unlimited. That is this game. All right, civilian. Yes, NG would be more likely to have anti-drone drones, which shuts down this ship. I probably need defense scrambler for this ship to not be completely hard countered by certain builds. You must spawn more overlords. Yeah, however it says. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough of Vespine gas. You have not. I like how it says you have not. You have not enough minerals. Okay, this guy cannot damage us. Yay. First enemy we've been immune to this run. And of course they hit the weapons. When I actually kind of want some dodge training. Thanks. Thanks for being useless combat drones. Worst weapon in the game so far. Enemy double breach missile fires. Nuclear launch detected. That's right. Alright, let's go ahead and get the heavy ion online. So... I do need power. So we gotta get power next. So I need just three more nebulas help me out. I'm not sure. 2 will. Not sure about 3. Have I considered streaming the SC2 single player campaign, even in multiplayer? I have done that actually, Flurchin. I did that a long time ago. I don't remember how much of the campaign I did, but I did do the campaign. and nobody watched it, but it was fun. Alright, it's actually hit the piling and the shield. That's good. I should have hit it. Okay. I can't remember how much of the campaign I did. I think I did Wings of Liberty. That was way before I was streaming, uploading everything to YouTube, though, so I don't think it's on YouTube. Oh, this is one of those where I'm not sure. It looks like it's safe, but I don't know. I just don't know if it's safe or not. In your opinion, the Starcraft series is really well written. They didn't miss on either SC1 or any of SC2's expansions. You really enjoyed it. Man, freaking missiles everywhere. Do I agree? I will say I love watching competitive StarCraft 2. Trying to think if I agree if they didn't miss. I think I agree. I always thought... what did I think? Kerrigan. I feel like I had a little bit of a issue with her story. I'm trying to remember if I... Kerrigan is one who becomes the leader of the Zerg. I can't remember what it was. Beam 1 drone. Yeah, I don't know if I'll use it. Maybe. Okay, so I need 60 scrap. I need power is what I need, really. So I can do this and have both of my drones online. Okay. Ern Rainer 2v1ing Arcturus Minx was just excellent. Yeah, maybe my only issue with Kerrigan is the fact that her and Rainer are awesome, and I didn't want her to turn into a bad guy. That might be the only problem I have with it. Damn it, they dodged my first ion. Because her and Rainer are awesome. Why she gotta go turn? Or I guess she didn't have a choice. I forgot the story of why she turned. I honestly forget how it happens. I will say I probably have enjoyed the StarCraft 2 story more than I have like the WoW story. Oh, there's our store. I mean, do I even go to a store right now? I have 2 systems I need to get eventually, but just to get my offense to not feel terrible, I feel like I kind of want to ignore the store unless I want to sell the beam drone. I'm going to ignore this first store, even though I like really need to repair. The way they handled it in StarCraft magnitude is better than in one game where you first play as heroic protagonist, then the sequel you are forced to play as people who are from the antagonist country and hate protagonist. You never like playing and being forced to undo your own efforts, huh? Oh my god, I have no... Okay, I don't need shield right now, I guess, so we do this. Okay. I don't dodge this. I'm hoping we hit their weapons one time, please. Oh god, am I too late? Okay, shields up just in time. Good. Okay, weapons are down. I kind of do need fuel. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. They did fail a bit in the Halo story trap of constantly one-upping themselves on ancient alien races and stuff. Yeah. Starcraft had the Protoss, this mysterious magic alien race, but you know he's even more mysterious? It's Elnaga. But you know he's even more ancient mysterious? I'm on. Constantly spooky artifact, ancient civilization, one-upsmanship. Yeah. Halo did the same thing. Forerunners, then the precursors. Yeah, I could see that for sure. I feel like a lot... That's actually, I think, part of my issue with the World of Warcraft story. Is Blizzard just does that. That's like Blizzard's MO. Like they constantly have to one-up the story. You know, Diablo 3, I think part of the reason I didn't like the Diablo 3 story so much was because, you know, Diablo 1, you're just some normal dude, and there's some demons. And Diablo 2, Tyrael shows up, and the angels are helping. And then Diablo 3, you're the son of, or you humans are the children of demons and angels. So if you unlock the Ner'zhul power, or what is it, the Nephilim, you become more powerful than angels and demons. It's like, it's just, the power creep is a little funky all the time. Now Diablo 4, which is a perfect lead-in for I played the closed beta over the weekend. Diablo 4, I actually think is kind of doing a good job of stepping back from that a little bit. I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but I don't think your character is gonna become all powerful or anything. Oh, there's our defense drone, and I need to take that. And I need power for days, but we at least have our missile defense, so that's good. We probably aren't going to another store. What's up, Bilbo Saggins? Super Mega Ultra 1000 times chocolate covered Ultra Omega Giga Saiyan. Are you saying there's something wrong with Dragon Ball Z's power creep? I mean, that's probably a common issue with like anything, right? Like any storytelling or video game, or it's how it is, right? You want to make the player be stronger, you gotta eventually, where's the ceiling? I wonder if there's any franchises done the power creep issue correctly. Oh. What is a really long-standing series that doesn't have that issue? I guess maybe you could go something with like Mario or something, where it's basically just a different story every time. There's no power creep because it's different mechanics every time. Even Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I am all the Sith and I am all the Jedi. Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about the There are no sequels of Star Wars. Rian Johnson never existed. Rey is not a Skywalker. There was never a Darth Vader helmet being held by an angsty teenager who is actually 37 years old, who's, you know, was almost killed by Luke Skywalker because maybe he'll become evil maybe one day. It didn't happen because it makes no sense and is stupid, so it didn't happen. Oh, there's some actual good weapons and a Combat 2 drone, but I have no scrap. Alright, well that's a sad store. I was not expecting that quest to be a store. What's causing all the errors to appear on the ship? Those are missing floor images. And missing manning stations. That's what it is. It's all a bad dream, yes. We need, what was it? What was that old 80s or 70s series? Was it Dallas? Where they just, because they had a really bad season, they just said JR was dreaming or something like that. I don't know, that's actually a little before my time. So it means it's probably way before a lot of you all's time. This room doesn't look vented, but it is vented. Alright, we're gonna be ready to jump, but I need to start repairing this quickly here. Call the sequels a little differently then. They are non-canon fanfiction written by a 5-year-old named Rian Johnson. He's not a 5-year-old, but he has the understanding of Star Wars of a 5-year-old. We gotta have Space Wizard Jerry Springer family drama. That's right. Oh, I don't think I have Blue Option. I have an Ion. I have an Ion. Hollow lost his 50 streak this morning on Mantis A. Second jump. Ooh. Combat and heavy laser auto ship. Took down his shields. Buffer didn't matter. He played the fight with the save manager. Took 1 damage and the fight was over. So it was complete RNG of what the heavy laser hit, I assume. What's up, Svensson? How are you doing? What am I upgrading next? My drone control, which is 60. Okay, which needs power as well. Man, that sucks. So that sounds like it was completely dependent on... God, I'm taking that bribe. This is a Sector 2 ship? Cloaking 2 and 2 shields. I guess we couldn't take damage, but if he ran... That is a completely overpowered Sector 2 ship. If I go Abandon 3, better than Rebel for scrap gains, but then it could be a potential 4 Sultan and I have no other greens. I'm gonna... Gosh, what am I gonna take here? Oh man, I'd rather take Abandon, but I don't want to have no other greens after the following thing. Even if the drone kept hitting, the bomb still would have fired if weapons didn't go down. Oh, heavy lasers didn't even hit. Combat drone missed twice. His bomb was actually able to go off and turn off the drone. Wait, what? I'm confused. Then how did he die? You have a YouTube watcher. Nice to catch you on stream. Well, welcome from the YouTube, my friend. Glad to have you. YouTube viewers unite. Sure. I don't need missiles. Store. I don't really want to go to a store, but I should go to the store for defense scrambler if I'm going to go full drone build. Nice. All right, we see our ship ice this sector. Oh, this is a really good dive sector, by the way. Okay. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. Dive. That could be good. What is this link? Jacob Keys. Sector 7 of Zoltan / abandoned sector. This is fine. Me without cloaking or anti-boarding. Nice meme. Nice meme. The official death, his bomb couldn't go off. Heavy laser landed shield. Okay, well that's what I said. I guess you were talking about the re-attempt or whatever. Oh my god, the ship is ridiculously overpowered. Missile, double offensive drones. Oh, Jesus. Okay, the missile hit is good for us. Okay, that's good. Not my drones. God damn it. Alright, we have a value point. Hey, guess what? We still haven't hit his effing weapons a single time. And great. Missile shut down my drone. Okay. Fine. I actually should have turned that on earlier. My god, stop hitting my drone control, you piece of shit. There, no weapons for you. Alright, sorry, I got a little salty there. Because a single missile is stupidly overpowered in the hands of the AI. Stupidly overpowered. What beats any weapon build we could possibly create? A single goddamn missile, that's what. Similar concept. What is this? Zone controlled, abandoned. I am in danger. Nice. What's up, Consul? How are you doing? Is it a graphical glitch? No, it's... Well, I guess you could call it a graphical glitch. Anytime a modder creates rooms that are not the standard size of 2x2, 2x1, then unless they create a specific floor image for it, it's going to have this. And new modders love making 6-size rooms and 3-size rooms, so if you put a system in a room, or even forget, like the heal bay, to put in the floor image, it's going to have that little exclamation mark. So it was the modder... I'm not going to say it's laziness, because I wouldn't call it laziness. But it is incompleteness, I guess you could say. And yeah, and for the No 02, it's missing that, so... oh god, spent a drone part on a freaking map. I don't even know if I want to go to store now. Why is Zoltan controlled bad? Is it because of shields? No, it's because a single event called... Zoltan Border Police. One of the scariest events in the game, potentially, depending on your build. If you have good anti-boarding and or mind control, it could be not that bad. it's one of the more consistently difficult events to deal with. You're an 8, 7, 6, 5. I guess I'll go repair and buy fuel. I can't really do anything else here unless I sell a combat drone. Yeah, at least I'm not missing out on a defense scrambler. I think defense scrambler is the most important augment to get with this build. I do need power now for my combat drone. The boarding one, yes. The one where they get up to 4 or 5. I can't remember. I think it's normally 4. Free borders out of nowhere. You can just delete your crew. Ah, I deleted your missile. Get wrecked. Look at how bad Heavy Ion is. Takes it a freaking year to... Like, the ship's almost dead before it got one shot off. The triple combat drones. Let's get power now. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's even another bit of flavor text. We fight a rock ship in a Zoltan sector, and it says, this nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. The game knows, yes. But you know what? I have a missile, don't I? So, I mean a missile. I have a defense drone. Just turn that on. I hate this game. Turn on a combat drone. It doesn't even effing shoot the missile. Just fails for no fucking reason, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, give me a fucking break, FTL. His drone's stronger than my drones, apparently. There's a fire somewhere. There it is. Now I know where it is. Okay, at least he shot one missile down. This ship is really weak, man. Either that or I'm fighting ridiculously overpowered ships. I think there's a little of both in there. That's a way, way freaking better Ion. Okay, that's good at least. I hate offensive drones, man. Why am I investing in it? Well, I'm trying to play this ship as intended, but offensive drones are terrible. Unless you have overwhelming ions to disable enemy ships, offensive drones are just so bad because they hardly ever hit useful systems, man. And this ship is a perfect example of why offensive drones are not good offense. Some of the later rock ships are busted enough that they tear Zoltan border police to shreds, huh? Right. Jesus Christ, game. Give me a break from these bullshit overpowered ships, please. Oh, what do I want to do? I still need power. Now I can have my 3 combat drones online at the same time. Fire my Ion. Okay. Please don't give me a 3rd map. Okay, good. I've committed to a dive, so I think we go towards the weapon next. That will be a double Ion if I can make that happen. Which is what we want for this build. Sure hope I get some fuel before we go to the dive that I committed to 8 jumps ago. Nope, I need fuel. If you'd offered me any fuel, I would have taken it. Ships like that, this ship looks so OP. Alright, we got fuel. Go, so I can have double ions. If I depower both of those, I can have all of my drones. Okay. power and dodge next. Wow, this guy has ridiculous amount of dodges. Wow. Okay. What the hell? He doesn't have any. I can see that he has nobody on engines as he and he was dodging like over half of my shots. Friggin' hell, game. Insane. I will take 6 fuel, yes. Alright, we're going into a half power nebula. 5, 10, 14. Okay. I'm gonna wait for my O2 to come up. Alright, depower O2 as I jump into this next beacon. If it's the manually search the wreckage thing, I don't think I can risk my crew for that event. Oh, 50-50. No, it's a 1 in 4 to lose crew. Oh my gosh, do I do it? 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 to lose crew? I don't think I take that risk. I feel so far behind on this ship because I've had to spend so much scrap just to get my offense up. Crazy. Alright, big giant missile. We should be immune. Not wrong. Just to make sure, let's do this now. This is kind of an ideal. Oh, that defense drone almost failed. Not to say kind of an ideal enemy, but the dive ship. It's dodging everything now. Okay, good job, defense drone. Now we turn the combat drone on and we should be good. And somehow we don't have his missile offline. Somehow. Okay. We got our fuel. Alright. Alright, we survived the dive. Oh man, well. I now really wish I had gone abandoned into civilian. I went here to have choice of greens. If I go here... I guess I have a small chance of another green, but yeah, we're not going to Zoltan. If you can lose crew, you will lose crew. Well, kind of a fatalistic view. And sadly not always true. Or maybe happily not always true, but it feels that way. Something bad can happen, it will happen. Thank you for the free stuff, man. Okay, that's great. 1 more power, and now I gotta save up for store for repairs, so let's start saving some scrap now. Repairs and actually getting systems online. Nice. We get that, no problem. Yeah, I'll take that deal. We have drone recovery arm. We are not running out of drone parts. Do I have anything to sell at a store? No. I guess the only free stuff we've gotten are these 2 ion weapons. So I was going to say we haven't got any free stuff, but we did get a free beam drone that I sold. I think that's why I feel behind, because I have not been getting a lot of free stuff. Go through 4 nebulas here. What ship do I have the most fun playing? Not necessarily the strongest, but just have fun playing through sectors and getting win with. Probably the ship that I got a win with on our no-pause run last week, which was Mantis B. I like Mantis boarding. Anti-drone drone. I don't know if I can do anything to this guy. He hacked my weapons and has an anti-drone drone. This is the perfect fucking counter to this ship, man. I think I just don't even fight this ship. I think I just run. Do some drone parts, see if we can do anything. Okay, actually, here we go. We got it. 5 fuel, 2 drone parts. No, I need more scrap. Alright. Okay, that actually went better than expected. We're actually able to overwhelm an anti-drone drone with 3 combat drones. We even got our drone parts back, I think. 4 gold. Experience Mantis Borders equals Paper Shredder, yeah. I need an anti-drone drone. Anti-drone drone. I do. Alright. Happy, joy, anti-drone, drone, happy, joy. Okay. Alright, I'm allowed to pause. Move you into doors, vent them. Damn, they went into doors. Alright, vent the ship. Okay, there we go. I'll let him into here. I can get some food killing experience. Welcome. How about an ion drone recovery arm? It allows you to stun and yoink enemy drones if they fly around your ship too long. Alright, be cool. That's all exactly what you thought after you wrote it. You're so glad I picked up on that too. Oh, really? That's Ren and Stimpy, right? It's weird. I don't remember watching Ren and Stimpy that much, but I do remember some of the songs from Ren and Stimpy. Like there was it's log, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, it's better than bad, it's good. And there's the don't whiz on the electric fence. Right, I've already not done this once. I'm going to not do it again. I still have gotten 0 free crew. How many jumps do we have? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone wants a log. Come on, I'll get your log. Another combat drone. Still no drone, anti-drone, whatever it's called. God, that would be 4 drones. That's the full meme right there. I think I buy it. I'm not going to be able to use it yet. And I need to spend so much scrap on repairs. But I'm going to buy it. Because eventually that's going to be our final build. 4 combat drones that swaps to defense drone when a missile's firing at us. Powdered Toast Man. Yeah. You forgot to ask last stream. You were on. Why do I call them NG Bait Worlds? I think that's what Britnoth calls it. And it's Zoltan Bait Worlds, not NG Bait Worlds, I think. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's the Zoltan Bait Worlds because if you go to the Zoltan Home Worlds, you are in order to get the quest, the Zoltan Shield, you have to go to a bunch of empty jumps. So it's jibaiting you into trying to get Zoltan Shield, which makes you miss a bunch of scrap gaining opportunities. What's up, Grima? Am I having a good Monday? Pretty good so far. We're alive on a ship that's pretty cool. A little difficult. Because I can't aim my offense most of the time. Give them 15 souls. Hey, okay. I actually spent way more on repairs than I think I should have. Although, I got 15, I think that might be the max. So maybe I didn't waste anything. Yeah, Envoy Quest. That's the one. I really want to get crew too. But I don't want to sell anything that I have. Alright. Keep hoping I'll get a stored backup battery. I forget what this quest is, to be honest. Jesus Christ, Gabe. What the F is the point of having defense drone if you block it with your stupid face? And I'm playing like I'm playing no pause, which is wrong because it's not no pause, but we did just get a full repair, so. Combat drones, you should not block missiles with your face. Goal is 5 combat drones. Well, I can't get those online. The goal is 4 combat drones, so goal achieved. Because bastelgollum did not give this ship the ability to get 10 drone power, which I'm fine with because it would be stupidly expensive power-wise to get that online. Encourage my offense, they'll be more accurate. Okay. You can do it, offense. I believe in you. Do they believe me? I don't know if they believe me. Oh, Jesus. Don't die. The hell? He killed another of my drones with his frickin' weapons. Stop killing my drones with your weapons. My drone recovery arm is useless. They just keep deleting my drones. And I would love an NG right now. What game did this ship sprite come from? Yeah, this is Starcraft 2 again. It's called the Broodlord. bastelgollum is a apparently a Starcraft 2 aficionado, gamer, appreciator. Could a ship even have enough power to handle 5 combat drones? I mean, if you sacrifice the power from them elsewhere, easily, it could. No, we're not diving. But yeah, that's the Broodlord from Starcraft 2. Nah, I don't need that. Uncharted Nebula. I don't have long-range scanners, but I will still go there. Right, so we need to get... Goal is to get at least 1 system in this sector. At least get hacking, basically. Probably going to want a hacking plus mind control on this. And do I use my defense drone? For the hacking? Yes, I will. Mainly trying to avoid it hacking my drone control. Alright, is he out of drones? He's out of drones already, very nice. He's not the boss that has 8,000 drone parts or whatever it is that they have. Nope, no surrender. Alright. Alright, so if there was a store up there, yeah, I'd take it. 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't be a dive, so I'll check it. I won't check the second one because that would be like a double dive. These don't have anti-drone drone. It has, it does not, okay. For the defense Mark II drone, I do need to do triple charge ion shot. We shot down the defense drone. That's awesome. Probably gonna have another one, but it's fine. Wait, yeah, there it is. You know what the counter to a defense 2 drone is? 8,000 offensive combat drones. Cannot keep up with all the shots. Not a good deal. Sometimes when you read out the event text, you hear manly search the wreckage, and you're wondering if that means do it with no shields like real men would. I'm gonna manly search this wreckage. Do it like a man would. How does a man do it? Like this? I scratch my crotch and spit while I do it. Put on my cowboy hat and twirl my gun. I'm gonna manly search that wreckage. And I got a chainsaw on my shoulder. That's right. Because I'm a man. Oh, God. This guy's offense is insane. No, what is insane is this guy's amount of power. Okay, what we're going to do... I'm going to wait until he runs out of missiles. That's what I'm going to do. Because he almost failed that. Me and my giant hog searching wreckage. A giant hog, huh? Okay. Got some some whiskey. We're gonna see how badly this defense drone fails while we wait for him to run out of missiles. Locked door. Shoot it with your gun. Locked chest. Blam. Shoot it with your gun. What are those warning signs? I need a. This ship needs to come with a banner on the side describing why there are these things, because everybody keeps asking that. It means it's a missing floor image. Missing floor image is the answer to that. Why is the shield bubble so far outside the circle? I don't know. Because FTL super moving old things. Bill O'Reilly method. F it, we'll do it live! Because Bill O'Reilly's a real man. Alright, now, what do I do? Turn on one combat drone, I guess. Okay, let me turn that off while our... He somehow has all these shields now. God, they just turned on all his heavy lasers. That's really bad. And I don't have enough power. This guy's got 8,000 power. Our stupid drones will not fucking hit his weapons. Jesus Christ, game. I sure wish I had a third of the power of this effing guy right here. Come on, game. Give me a fucking break. God. That's... Alright, I have to leave. Get me out. Get me out. This stupid effing fight. Oh my god. It's like phase 3 from dying. No, I need to be safe. I have no shields. Please don't force me to a fight. Okay, thank God. Freaking hate half-power nebulas when I am just a slightly bit behind in power, because we will be behind by like 8,000% on our power because of how ridiculously overpowered enemy ships always are. Yes, I always buy 8 extra power on my ships because I have all the scrap and nothing to do with it, apparently. Yes, that was actually a time when I very much needed an empty jump to recover. What a dumb fight that was. Him running out of missiles made him stronger. Just almighty game. Stupidly overpowered ships, man. That guy was literally overpowered. He had more power than he should have had. So literally overpowered. Not the Mance. This has not been an easy viewership so far, that's for sure. No free crew, one free weapon, the heavy ion. Actually, we got both these ions for free, didn't we? I think so. Still, this has not been a very great run, so maybe I should be happy that I have good RNG for Wednesday, maybe? Oh, you know what? Actually, on Tuesday, I'm going to start doing my hard no pause tomorrow. That's right, so Wednesday I don't feel so stressed. Did I grab anything on the Steam sale? I didn't know that it happened, so no, I didn't. What I will say is this, over the weekend, what I did was play the Diablo 4 beta, so that's what I was doing. I guess I should check if any of my wishlist stuff is on there. Don't hack my drone. Fuck! Don't you kill all 3 of my drones. Okay, killed one of them, alright. No dodges for me. Keep that hacking offline. Fuck you, game! Excuse my language. He hacked my drone control, he shot my drones. F you, dude. Well, I have max shield training and no piloting. Well, piloting and no engine training so far. Jeez, this game, man. Killing all my drones. Seems like enemies only lose 5% of their reactor power rather than 50. Well, I'm sure they lose 50%. The thing is, they buy 500% more power than they need. What's a decimal place between friends? Still on. Hi-Fi Rush is pretty fun. I don't know that game. I'll need to, you know what? Because I don't want to forget, I'm gonna pull up Steam to remind myself to look at the Steam sale later. Look at my wish list and see if anything's on sale. Although, I'll be honest, I usually get so much stuff gifted that I usually don't have to buy my own stuff on Steam. So, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's just pick this. Must be nice. It is nice. It is. All you gotta do is become a full-time streamer, and then people, you know, just make no money, become a full-time streamer, and people will feel sorry for you and buy your games. It's pretty nice. I'm not asking you to buy me games. Like I said, I have way more games than I can play. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, Shogi bought me Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order like a freaking year ago, and it took me that long to get to it because people gift me games. Super generous. But it means I always... It's a first world problem. Too many games to play. Not enough stream time. God, this is a really annoying fight. All these frickin' half power jumps. You know what? I'm sick of these half power jumps. Yes, I will take your deal. Take your damn deal. O2, Jacob Keys, I would love to. You see my power? If I want to have offense or defense, I can't have O2. We can't have both. I was keeping an eye on it though. I was When it got low enough that I started suffocating, I was keeping an eye on it. But you don't have to tell me. I know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just have more power. I'm trying to find a store, honestly. I have not bought a single system this run. And I need to buy systems. So that's why I'm banking all this. Ignore, that's a trap. Sharp. If I don't see a store there, I guess I'm spending all my scrap. Like papers, please. You choose between heat and food or whatever. Yes. Auction for 15, fine. Well, no store. We'll do that. So our store must have been in that corner and nebula that I didn't check. FU FTL. Good dodges. Hey, look at that. They actually hit the weapons. Well done. That's a good reward. Holy shnikes, fire beam, huh? Is there a user-made multi-mutalisk or Viking? So far the Starcraft 2 ships that we've gotten have basically all been from bastelgollum. This Broodlord, the Protoss Void Ray, the organic ship was the Guardian from Starcraft 1, I think, and the Protoss Mothership. I think those have been the ones we've gotten so far. I don't think we've gotten a Mutalisk or a Viking yet. But I'm sure bastelgollum will get to those eventually, if he keeps making ships. Rand has no power here. Also, Rand upgrades his O2. He can't power without shutting down his defense and offense. Yes. We have to go deal with this, don't we? Yes, I do. Stop shooting down my drones. This ship would be unplayable if it didn't have drone recovery arm. It would run out of drones instantaneously. No BCS. What is that? Battlecruiser? That is definitely one we need with a Yamato cannon artillery at some point. What's up, Shogi? You sent me a game. You've been wanting to get it for a while. Seems like a Rand game. You did? Speaking of gifting games, I'm telling you, I don't ever have to buy games because people just do this. Shogi, you are too generous. What is it? Not loading. Sniper Elite 5. Kill from the shadows. Oh, that's cool. I was going to say, oh, it looks like a shooter. But sniping is the thing I do like to do in shooters, so interesting. Thank you, Shogi. Oh man, another game I gotta stream at some point. Is it just your eyes, monitor? Is there a pixelated flickery thing in the lower left square of the drone control room? Make it your monitor. I don't think I'm seeing anything there. Sniper Rand is best Rand's. What I do? Snipe. That's awesome. I'll definitely have to check that out at some point. Alright, do I take the Uncharted Nebula, which gives us a potential green thing, or do I take Slow, which is a Slug, which is a potential double abandoned? I really need Store, so I think I go Slug. Salty Rand is tasty too. That's right. Is it green screen? My green screen, is it all the way up here? I thought it was down over here. Maybe. Could be a green screen thing, yeah. Alright, Store, finally. All right, backup battery and hacking. Those are both good things. Those are good. Okay, still no drone. What is it called? Defense scrambler. All right, backup battery and hacking were actually the main two things I wanted. Deciding if I even want to get rid of this fire beam, I might want to use that for the boss to get some crew kills phase 1. There's no crew for sale here, is there? Crew is the other thing I kind of am desperate for. Game will not give me crew for some reason. It's very subtle and honestly not annoying. But it is noticeable enough that you got to tell me about it. I'll be honest, I can't ever get the green screen settings perfect where there's not something like that, so. Oh, fucking hell. God damn this game. Oh, fuck. God, these ships, man. Yes, get me the fuck out of this fight. Oh my god, I am getting so salty today. These effing ships, man. How did my defense drone go offline? Did his burst laser 2 hit all 3 shots and did 1 damage to this and it got my defense drone? That must have been what it is. Christ almighty, I cannot catch a break this run. Like, I feel like I should be stupidly overpowered, and then I keep getting big giant missiles. And a fire room in the... Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. I need to pause. I'm playing like I'm playing no pause, even though I'm allowed to pause. And it's... I'm not playing super well. I'm playing like I'm playing a viewership that's overpowered, and this is not even close to effing overpowered. This is actually kind of underpowered, this build. Unless I actually play it right. Alright, I'm just gonna hack weapons every single effing fight. So frustrated by this game right now. Just hack weapons. You don't get to have weapons. I'm tired of not having fun. So I'm just gonna kill you and make you have no chance to retaliate. Wow, hacked weapons. Okay. Gonna say, are drones not gonna hit weapons a single time? If I get no dodges here, I still take effing damage. No, F you. Go die in a fire, you piece of crap. True, the original Broodlords suck. I don't know, man. I like watching when people play Broodlords. They are situationally quite good. Of course, situation is probably like in a lot of builds for Starcraft 2. Basically, if you catch your opponent off guard, then it's good. If not, not that good. Someone should make a ship where the warning signs are crew members. I think somebody did that one time, actually. That sounds like, it sounds like something that Math Champ did once. There's one thing this ship should do insanely well is get these open shields, like, instantly. Pretty sure that was a thing that Math Champ did once. And then still have the warning signs so you don't know where the crew is. That definitely sounds like what Math Champ would have done because he loved control in his builds. God. How is this build not deleting this dude, man? I guess they have 5,000 dodge percent. Okay. Alright, well, we're getting finally some free weapons. Still no free crew, though. Broodlord is kind of the exception. You don't catch someone off guard with a couple Broodlords. It ain't gonna happen. And when you do, Marines go pew-pew. True, but I don't... Is there... In a really well-balanced RTS, there shouldn't be any unit that is completely underpowered, right? It's the whole point. And there's checks and balances for everything, right? So I think you're memeing. I assume you're memeing. I think we get at least 11, 10, 9, so we'd be here in 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. So I actually need to go in a circle here, okay. Again, I would probably be having a lot harder time with this run if I would just frickin' pause the game, but I'm like, I refuse to pause. Trying to keep my no pause micro up while playing with pause viewerships. Don't know why I'm so stubborn. I don't want viewership day to make my micro get rusty, I guess, is the thing. Alright, so I need power. I would like... I said mind control, and actually, yes, I do really want mind control if I'm just not going to get crew this run. Chase them. Damn it! Well, there goes my calculations for my jumps. F you, FTL. Okay, hail them. 4 shield ship with cloaking in Sector 5, right? No dodges for me so far. Okay, he's got to hit, like, literally every shot, though, so... Somehow his cloaking's still up. Okay, ion down, we're safe. You're memeing a bit. There's some truth to it. Broodlords work well in our Starcraft 2 if they come with a good combination or are used against the right stuff. Has been kind of a long-standing tradition in SC2 that the capital ships on their own get outclassed by Tier 1 anti-air. Okay. Tier 1 anti-air for Protoss. I mean, for this would be like Mutalisk harass, I guess, is usually better than Broodlord Death Balls or something, I guess, what you're saying. Alright, that's a good double reward. How many jumps do I now have? 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. Damn it, that's a... I know that's not a store, though. And I was never planning on going to that one, so I guess this doesn't hurt me too much. I still kind of want to save my scrap for a store, though. Oh, Tier 1 anti-air, not Tier 1 air. But yeah, so Marines is what you're, like, Marines or the anti-air brief for the other guys. Stalkers for the Protoss and I guess Hydralisks for the Zerg. Hack my doors. 6 weapon power, okay. Interesting, we're playing FTL, and every time we play one of these Starcraft ships, we end up having a discussion of Starcraft strategy and unit strength. Kind of cool. I'm being greedy and not using a hacking drone. Should I continue to be greedy? Yeah, I think it's fine. Now that we're through their shields, we're good. These weapons are okay, but not amazing. Look at that. Our drones, with 3 combat drones, it took him until he died to hit their weapons a single time. This is why drone offense is terrible. They just refuse to hit the good systems. They refuse, man. Alright, I'm being greedy. Just staying greedy. Not spending scrap for the store. I'm gonna hack this guy's weapons. He's too greedy to not do that. That fire. Don't let that fire. Very nice. You should have gotten into Starcraft more since you like Command and Conquer as much as you did. Are you asking if you should have? I would say, you know, there's probably people out there who would say Starcraft 2 is not that good. I think it's... I mean, I don't play a lot of RTS, so I don't know if there's anything else out there that's better, but from my knowledge, it's the best real-time strategy game out there. I mean, it's the only one that I know of that is played on a competitive level. There might be others. And a lot of people will say, like, you know, League of Legends is dying or StarCraft 2 is dying, the competitive scene. But my brother watches it, and I watch it occasionally. It's huge in Korea, so. Is it possible I can play an updated version of your ship today? The version you sent was much too hard. Yes, if you can send it to me. Ignore Slocknog. Rescue Slocknog. Finally, our first free crew. Send it to me. I was planning on playing it next, so if you can send it to me in the next 45 minutes, then yes. If not, I'll play RPG Nerdo ship and I'll get to yours next week. Okay, somebody always wants to be Slocknog. It's Salad Bucket. I don't know if Salad Bucket only watches the hard no pause runs, but I like Salad Bucket, and the idea of always wanting to be Slocknog cracks me up. So there's our other store. Well, I'm not double diving for it. So CNC Master RTS. What is CNC Master? I know there's Command and Conquer Generals. I don't know what CNC Master is, or unless you're saying Command and Conquer is the best one. Yeah, there's the mind control, and they have crew. Pre-igniter is not that good. Charge ion. Still no defense scrambler. Alright, let's get the mind control. It means we're not getting cloaking. I get sensors in. I'm going to buy a Zoltan. I'm going to put you on weapons, but you have more training. I'm going to put you on shields. Get you on doors. And there's an RPG Nerdos on shields there. Your mom was an RTS past last night, Trebek. Alright. Good old Celebrity Jeopardy reference. Well done, Julian Verse. Well done. It's your mother with that mouth. No, but I did something to your mother with this mouth last night. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. Rebel Stronghold. Let's go. An immediate store that I don't have any scrap for. But I have beams I can sell. And I do need defense scrambler, so let's check for it. You whispered version 3. Nice. Damn. There's our 5th combat drone that I'm not going to get. I'm getting the NG. That gives a silly device. In an RPG Nerdos and silly device are all, hey, the gang's all here. We want empty jumps, but I don't have any way to check if they're empty jumps, so buy 1 fuel. Keeping the fire beam. I think it might be possible to get it online, although here's the other downside of going all in into drones. It's almost as freaking expensive as weapons maxing out. I think it's only a little less expensive. So if you're getting like any decent amount of weapon power, then you're probably not going to have enough scrap to get drone control maxed out. So Sorry, you know what? Just sell a fire beam. I'm not going to be able. Am I going to see another store this sector? Rebels 1 to 2. I'm just selling it. I just don't think there's a world I get it online. Don't think that world exists. Okay, let's. What is happening? Things are exploding all around me, and I don't know why. Alright, I killed his drone. Are his drones still down? Or does he get another one? Why did I use a defense drone? I did not need to do that. God. His weapons. Okay, that's offline. Good. Mind control this guy. Disable his repair drone. That is not a good deal in Sector 8, 7, whatever. Wow, his combat drone never died with 2 hacks on it. Okay. 50 scrap, that's a good deal. I see your whisper, Anonymous, so yeah, I'll update it. I'll download it for the for next run. I was planning on playing that one next. So I need power. I need power. I need power, and I still need to get 2 more drone power if I'm going to use this other combat drone. And I need dodge. If I don't have cloaking, I need force shield. Like, yeah, there's no way I'm getting another weapon online. Unless it's like a 1 power ion, which would actually probably be the best thing to find, would be an ion blaster, an ion stunner. Damn, no look around, but free borders, wonderful. Okay, well I need to turn on defense drone. Prevent these guys. God. Okay, you guys kill your friends. Now vented. Oh god, double assault. Fuck. Oh, that's a spun up Vulcan, isn't it? Okay, it's offline, thank god. God damn it! Stop shooting down my fucking drones, man. These enemies are just so freaking strong. I mean, we are Sector 7, so I guess it's not a surprise, but still. Actually, I don't need... actually, I do need shield. Defense drone has saved me a lot of damage, I think, though. Do I take this deal? No, 23 scrap is not good, Sector 7. Alright, he's out of frickin' missiles, thank god. Wow, these ships are so strong, dude. Scrap gains. Captain, I'm under heavy fire. Yes, yes you are. Could we stop having ships with double missiles or 7 offensive drones and other crazy crap like that, please? Do I care about a store? Yes, I still do need whatever it's called. Oh, I got 3 advanced FTL navigation. I need, actually, I don't even know if I need defense scrambler now. We're so late in the run. I don't even think we need it. Because, the boss doesn't have anti-drone drone. Do I get clone back? No. I don't think we're gonna get look around. I'm gonna get 1 more dodge even before I get the drone upgrade, I think. Please look around, please look around. Nope. Alright, no missiles. That's good. We're hacking your... What am I hacking? Do drone control, actually. Cat in my room computer is a warning sign. Don't worry about it. It's not important. It's a fake warning sign. Everything's fine. Wow. I was doing really well on drone parts because I was recovering them all, and then they started shooting them all down, and then I started using hacking. So, I was doing well on drone parts. Now, not so much. Was under construction flagship an advanced edition addition? An advanced edition addition? I don't think so. But to be honest, Bilbo, I don't know. Because... Oh, that pulsar looks awesome. Because... I never really played pre-advanced edition, honestly. We have to hack his drone control here. Stop killing my goddamn drones! Good dodges, by the way. When did I place... keep playing defense, placing defense drones when I don't mean to. Oh, he's got drones up. Yes, take that deal, because effing drones. Honestly, you'd have to check the wiki on that. I don't know what the wiki says, but I have no idea if it was added with Advanced Edition or not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if we do get the under construction flagship, that'll give us 1 or 2 extra jumps here. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, that won't work. So if I want under construction flagship, which I do, and as much scrap as possible, which I also do, I go this way. Okay, that's free stuff if I get a store to sell it at. Oh man, I really want to get this, but honestly, I think for phase 2, if I don't get Force Shield, I'm effed. God, I need to spend like 300 something, no, 400 something scrap to get both the shields and the drones online. God, we need so much scrap. Drone builds are so damn expensive. This ship needed to start off with a, whatchamacallit, scrap recovery arm or something, I think. Got them running too. Need them to not run. I need them to not dodge is what I need them to stop doing, honestly. Come on, come on. God, he's gonna get out. I hate this game. Give me a fucking break, man. That Octo edit. How are you doing? I was an auto scout running away and have exclamation points. God, this effing game, man. Okay, this guy should not be able to run. He triple hit us with 40% dodge. Okay. Stop shooting my fucking drones down. Every fight, like 2 drones are getting shot down. I should have no problem with running out of drone parts, but every effing ship is shooting down my drones every single time, man. Oh, this is so frustrating. Well, this is our last chance at under construction flagship, so we probably don't get it. But I need 4th jaw dodge, I need 3rd hacking, and I want level 8 drones, and I think maybe 2 of those, but no way 3 of those happens. I feeling this all on this ship? Yes, because offensive drones by themselves are terrible. They're just not consistent. Or not consistent. They're not. You can't aim them. It's the issue. Unaimable offense is not very good offense. So I went full meme. This is a Broodlord, so it wants to have a bunch of combat drones all doing its thing. So I'm playing it as intended, and that was a terrible. That is the worst possible rewards you could get me apart from free 5-hole damage. A map with nothing else on that I can go to. Oh, this was a terrible Sector 7, I think. Rand's Law of Iron Intruder drone applies. If you have it, it's pointless. If they have it, it knows exactly when and where to hit you perfectly. Yeah. I'm going to ignore and hope I get at least one repair station in the final sector. Well, that was not the Sector 7 we needed to go full drone build. Wow, okay. I might not get a second repair. I might not get any repair stations here. We have to get 4th shield. That's more important than other stuff because we don't have... Sector, phase 2 of the boss is going to destroy us if we don't have 4 shields, basically. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, weapon power. I'm not hacking, am I? You see these drones? They'll hit like O2 and engines before they ever actually hit the useful, you know, weapons hit. Unaimable offense is the worst type of offense. We do get the repair at least. Well, okay, the worst type of offense is no offense, but the second worst type is the unaimable kind. Billy Bison needs a heal. This has been a surprisingly difficult ship. Or maybe unsurprisingly, I don't know. I know I need power for days. I know I need 3rd hacking. 3rd hacking on their shields will act on the boss shields will actually be pretty good, so I do need to get that. I need the missiles to not time out together. So big missile, that fires, then we hack it. So that they're not shooting at the same time. Hopefully we've desynced their missiles and our defense drone can do enough protection here. I don't need that many shields, actually. Good job, defense drone. Okay, let's go heal you. Have I asked the FTL gods for a flak yet? No. But this ship, since I'm playing it as intended, wants ions and offensive drones, so... Flak doesn't really fit the as intended storyline. I don't know. Power and high scrap cost. That's the downside of trying to play all into drones. Ridiculous power cost, ridiculous scrap cost to upgrade it. kill his anti-drone drone? We did. Nice. That was a big value drone hack right there. Please don't kill my drones. Please don't kill my drones. Damn it. If I take this deal, will my drone that is currently ioned live? I don't know. But I'm not going to take the deal because we need so much scrap. Okay. So we could get a drone part back anyway. That's good. That's something I don't know. If you have drone recovery arm, they have an anti-drone drone. Their anti-drone drones shoot your combat drone. If you accept a surrender while it's spinning but hasn't exploded yet, will you get that drone part back? I feel like you should because it's still alive when the fight ends, but I don't actually know the answer to that. Okay, repair station after phase 1 of the boss could be good. Right, how am I doing on power? I have enough to have the 3 drones online with this, so I either do that or I do 2 of these. Do 2 of those. Let's just have our defense drone and all that power up. Yeah, this ship has an extra 5 HP, which has been helpful. Sure hope that repair station stays up. Alright. And you know what? I'm going to turn my defense drone on. Because maybe we'll get lucky. I hacked the wrong thing. Okay, that's actually a good hack for us, I guess. Yeah, mind control hack, we accept that. Defense drone was doing okay work. I needed a 3rd ion for this build to really be good. I don't know what just happened there. Attack that. Drop something down. Please finish this phase. Oh my god, 1 health left. For the love of God, finish this damn phase. Okay. Please, repair station still be alive, please. That was not an amazing first phase, because this build is actually terrible. 2 ions, 3 combat drones, and I'm only using 2 combat drones because I need my defense drone to be online. I need to start pausing for the boss fight. Our build is far too weak for me to be no pausing this crap. Yeah, I have paused. I'm not using it because I'm being stubborn, because I don't want this day to mess up my micro for the no pause streak. So, please, please. All right, repair is alive. That is really good for us. Take the repair. All right, so let me think what we want to do here. I think I need weapon value. We have a boarding drone we have to deal with. Yeah, let's take weapon value. Even though I really want power. I need a lot of stuff. We are just behind in scrap. This is not a great... Phase 1. Not a great build. This run has just not gotten us enough scrap. What am I hacking? Am I hacking his shields, his weapons? I mean his shields, his piloting, his missiles. I want to insta-hack his shields is what I want to do so my triple combat drone can do some work. what I want to do, and we're going to pause this time. Alright, well, you effing failed and you're a piece of crap, sir. That a double fire my drone control. That is a fucking disaster. Those are about to come up, aren't they? I'm gonna allow the missile hit. I need my drones, my offensive drones, to be online. Do some damn damage. God damn fucking fires, man. Oh, this ship is so weak. Okay, another combat drone, please. How the hell are his shields not down with a heavy ion and a charge ion? Like, seriously, game. His piloting is not max, and he still is dodging over half our shots, apparently. I do have a safe place to run to. I don't think it's going to get any better if I do that, though. Again, I'm going to leave my combat drones on and just take the missiles, because I feel like if I don't end this fight, like now, we're screwed. Oh, I have no dodges. I think we're screwed anyway. Yeah, I think we are dead. This ship is stupidly weak. Hit my drone control. Hit literally every system on my ship, so... I think we're dead, everybody. I think we are dead. Burning down. My engines are busted. I sure hope my drones can finish this, because kill him before the drone control. Okay, we're alive. Maybe. I don't know if we survive fires in O2 being out. Oh, this ship is really weak and bad. Maybe I need to repair this. Okay. And then doors fixed. God damn it. Ugh, frickin' hell. I didn't think this room was vented. I didn't think this room was vented. This stupid misshapen rooms that don't have the correcting vent. Icon. God damn it, man. Oh, okay, so I have to fix my O2 before you die. I now don't know which rooms are not vented. I think this room is not vented. I don't know if this is recoverable. I think this is lost. Add medbay power. It's 35. I'm 1 scrap short. If only. Yeah, there's not enough pausing in the world that can save this. I think I'm gonna have the single Zoltan left if this repairs. No, it didn't repair in time. Alright, well, this ship is weak. This ship sucks. I mean, this ship doesn't suck, but this run sucked. 1,500 scrap. 100 beacons explored, 42 ships defeated. Died because drone offense by itself is terrible. I needed more ions this run. So I'm going to have to try this ship another time. But for now, I'm going to GG cookie time. Because I feel like we got pretty F that entire run with crew, weapons, and enemies. So sorry to bastelgollum, I couldn't win your ship. I'll have to try this one again. I'm going to leave it as unmarked, like I didn't finish it, because my god, that is frustrating as hell. I probably, next time I play this ship, don't play it full-on drone control, because it's so bad. It's so weak and inconsistent unless you have insane defenses. So maybe I shouldn't have got mind control, should have got cloaking, but that would have been even more expensive. So I'm gonna stand up, stretch, use the restroom. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying. I'm salty at losing that run, because I feel like we shouldn't have lost it. But I'll be back in a bit, my friends.